Welcome to the Scottish Wedding Channel. I'm Gillian from Pin Up Hair, and today I'm going to show you a step-by-step tutorial on how to create a loose braided side bun which would be perfect to achieve a natural style for your wedding day. So first of all, I'm going to prep the hair with just some heat protect spray again through the mid-lengths and ends, just to create a barrier between the hair and the heat. And then I'm going to section off and I'm just going to start curling the hair. You don't have to be meticulous in your sections or the curls, because the hair is going to be pinned up. It doesn't really matter how you curl the hair. And I'm using GHDs because I kind of prefer the curl you get on GHDs, and it does kind of create a sort of looser effect. But wands and tongs and things are great as well, and you can use whatever you're more comfortable with, because some people find it quite hard to, it is hard to curl with the GHDs. You have to sort of practice and get the knack of it. Sometimes you find, like, some people like that have got quite straight hair, they feel that it doesn't hold a curl, it kind of drops out quite quickly. Step 3, I'm now going to go through and backcomb the roots of the hair. Again, you can use dry shampoo's a good one to use, but I like this fudge spray because it's got quite a good hold to it. Just gives us a bit of padding and a bit of texture as well, because again, with the kind of loose natural styles, you don't really want them stuck to your head. That's why it's nice to sort of backcomb it a bit, and you can get as much body as you want. Through the underneath, you don't have to go, you know, it's more through the crown and things that you would backcomb it to how high you want it. And I'm just going through the sides now and just continue backcombing the roots. So next I'm going to place the headpiece in. So I usually put the headpiece on the side where there's the least hair. It makes it sort of stand out a little bit more. But if you prefer to have it on the other side, you can. It's just whatever you prefer. But usually you would do it on the side with the least hair, because it just means you can see it a bit better. It's not hidden by lots of hair. I'm still leaving the front out just now because I want to keep it quite soft. And what I'm going to do now is take out the crown section for now, and just want to pin this out the way so that's, and I'm going to take from the front and a section from the back just at the ear, and what I'm going to do is loosely braid the hair. Again, because Melanie has like a shorter piece at the front, I'm adding chunks in, just like almost like a French pleat. But if you have longer hair at the front, you can just take still leave a section out at the front to keep it soft, but you know, you can just take a chunk of hair through the side here and just pleat it as normal. But I'm adding sections in like a French pleat just to make it a bit chunkier. But if you have long hair, then you just pleat it as normal. Once you've done the pleat, I'm just going to fasten it with a clear elastic band. This just helps to secure. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the rest of the hair. So if you bring all the hair round, the main thing about this look is that it is very loose and natural, so you don't want to be, you know, it doesn't have to be perfect. the great thing about with the back combing and, you know, even having the dry shampoo is that you've got that kind of texture to work with. So I'm going to pull it all round, and I'm going to put another clear elastic bobble and tie it in a ponytail. It doesn't have to be tight, just tight to the scalp, you know, you want a little bit of room. So it's tied fairly loosely. And then what we're going to do next is part it. So if you part it in the middle and just put the ponytail through, just loop it through, just like that. So you can see we've got some really lovely texture going on. That's the looser the better, really, I would say. And then now, because it is like a fairly messy kind of bun, I would just go through and just back comb the kind of mid-lengths and ends. That gives you a bit more body, and it will help to kind of achieve that sort of bun shape, you know. And then what to start doing is just really loosely, like it doesn't have to be any specific place, but just start pinning until you get the sort of shape you want, which is like a round shape. You could leave it loose like this, like a really nice loose ponytail, but I find that the side buns are really popular. I get a lot of requests for them because it keeps it soft and natural, and you know, the hair's up but it's not pulled completely off the face. You're seeing some hair there. So as I say, just pin around until you get the shape that you want. And people with kind of finer hair or shorter hair, this would work on any kind of length. Shorter hair, it would be a wee bit trickier because you maybe wouldn't get the ponytail in so well. But I find like donuts are really good, which you can get in Primark, or you can get them anywhere now. But a donut's quite good to add a bit of body, you know. So basically all you would do would be, once you put the ponytail in, you would place the donut, pin it in place, and then pin the hair around, and that just helps to add a bit of bulk, and it also gives you the bun shape. And I'm just loosening the pleat off a little bit, because the main thing about this style is that it's nice and loose and relaxed. It's not too uniformed. And this is really like, I love hair that's just hair, you know. It's not uniformed, it's not perfect. And that's why this is quite easy to do, because you don't have to be so specific. But obviously pin it until it feels, you know, secure. You want to feel secure. That's the main thing. You could even add like more braids if you wanted to. You could take more sections. And you can see the nice, really nice texture and movement that's going on. And if you feel it's a little bit loose at the back, you can just put a few curbies in, and you know, to make it feel a little bit more secure. But again, you know, well, you want to hide the curbies, but you don't want it, you want it to be natural looking. So I'm going to add a little bit of spray. And again, when it comes to the height, I've not gone crazy with the height with this one. I don't really feel it needs it, because it is quite soft and natural. It's obviously not stuck to the head, but it's not, we don't have a huge amount of body. But if you like to have that, then you just put in as much body as you like. And then the last piece round the side, I've left this section loose because I want to just tie that in at the end. So I'm going to leave out, because Melanie has like shorter pieces here, it's nice to maybe just leave a few of them loose, again keeping with the looseness of it all. You wouldn't want to have that scraped away from the face. Again, just pin it until it feels secure. You want to make sure the band's covered as well. You can get some bands that are made and the band is the colour of your hair, so it blends in really well, and they're much easier to hide. But it's nice to not have the band on display. A bit more hairspray. Okay, I'm just loosening the plait off a little bit more. And with this, if you don't want a band, you could add a comb, or you could have some flowers through the hair. That's what's really nice about the kind of side bun, is you're not limited in what you can wear in your hair. As I say, you can have a side band, or flowers, or a comb, or pins, just whatever you prefer. And you could even have more braids in it if you wanted to have them chunkier, or you can really play about with this one. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial, and if there's any other styles that you'd like to see, then please get in touch.